Section 1. The shifting sands of masculinity. We live in a time of change, a time of questioning. Old norms are being challenged, redefined. Masculinity, once a rigid structure, is shifting like sands beneath our feet. The image of the stoic, unemotional man is fading, replaced by something more nuanced, more real. This evolution is not a threat, but a liberation. It allows men to step out of predefined boxes and embrace their full selves. It's about recognizing that strength takes many forms. And vulnerability is not weakness, but courage. This is not about tearing down the old, but building something new. A version of masculinity that embraces vulnerability, celebrates emotional intelligence, and finds strength in connection. This is the journey of the modern man. Section 2. A new definition of masculinity. For generations, masculinity was defined by a narrow set of expectations. Strength meant physical prowess, stoicism, and unwavering dominance. Emotions were suppressed, vulnerability seen as a weakness. But these outdated notions no longer serve us. Today, we redefine masculinity. We recognize that true strength lies in embracing our whole selves. It's about having the courage to be vulnerable, to express our emotions authentically, and to build meaningful connections. This new definition of masculinity is not about abandoning traditional values like hard work, responsibility, and providing for loved ones. It's about expanding our understanding of these values. It's about recognizing that true strength comes from a place of self-awareness, empathy, and the willingness to be vulnerable. We are witnessing a generation of men who are comfortable in their own skin, who are not afraid to show their emotions, and who are committed to building a better world for themselves and future generations. This is the new masculinity. Section 3. The strength in vulnerability. Vulnerability, a word often misconstrued as weakness, is actually the cornerstone of courage. It's the willingness to be open, to share our authentic selves, even when it feels risky. And for men, this can be especially challenging. We are taught to be the protectors, the fixers. To show vulnerability is to risk judgment, to appear weak. But the truth is, it takes immense strength to be vulnerable. It's about confronting our fears, acknowledging our imperfections, and allowing ourselves to be seen, truly seen. When men embrace vulnerability, they open themselves up to deeper connections, greater empathy, and a more authentic experience of life. They become better partners, fathers, friends, and leaders. Vulnerability isn't the absence of strength, it's the wellspring. By allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, we give others permission to do the same. We create a space for authenticity and connection, and in a world that often feels isolating, that connection is more important than ever. Section 4. The new muscle. In the past, emotional intelligence was often disregarded, particularly for men. But today, we recognize it as a crucial aspect of both personal and professional success. It's the ability to understand and manage our own emotions, as well as recognize and respond effectively to the emotions of others. Emotional intelligence allows men to navigate relationships with greater empathy and understanding. It enables them to communicate effectively, resolve conflict constructively, and build strong, healthy connections. It's about being present, being aware of our own emotions and the emotions of those around us. Men with high emotional intelligence are better equipped to handle stress, manage difficult situations, and make sound decisions. They are more adaptable, resilient, and capable of leading with both strength and compassion. It's about recognizing that emotions are not a sign of weakness, but a source of valuable information. In a world that often feels chaotic and overwhelming, emotional intelligence is a superpower. It allows us to navigate challenges with greater ease, build stronger relationships, and live more fulfilling lives. Section 5. The physical side beyond brute force. The physical aspect of masculinity has often been defined by muscularity, strength, and athleticism. While these are all positive attributes, they represent only one facet of a multifaceted concept. True physicality encompasses much more. It's about taking care of our bodies, yes, but through a holistic lens. It's about nourishing ourselves with nutritious food, engaging in regular exercise that we enjoy, and prioritizing sleep. It's about understanding that our bodies are not just instruments of force, but vessels that carry us through life. This also means being mindful of our mental health, seeking help when we need it, and prioritizing self-care. It's about recognizing that true strength comes from a place of balance. where we honor our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. The modern man understands that physical strength is not merely about how much weight he can lift, but about how he cares for himself, how he honors his body as the vessel for his spirit. It's about recognizing that true strength comes from within. Section 6. Leading with empathy, a new kind of strength. Leadership in its truest form is not about dominance or control. It's about service, about empowering others to reach their full potential. And in today's world, the most effective leaders are those who lead with empathy. Empathy allows us to connect with others on a deeper level, to understand their perspectives, and to respond with compassion and understanding. It's about stepping outside of ourselves and seeing the world through the eyes of others. Leaders who lead with empathy create a culture of trust and respect. They foster collaboration, encourage open communication, and value the contributions of every team member. They understand that true strength lies in lifting others up, not in asserting power over them. This new style of leadership is not about being soft or weak. It's about having the courage to be vulnerable, to admit when we don't have all the answers, and to seek input from others. It's about recognizing that the best leaders are those who serve, not those who seek to be served. Section 7. The power of brotherhood, finding connection. In a world that often feels isolating, connection is more important than ever. And for men, finding that connection can be especially challenging. We are often taught to be independent, self-reliant, and to shy away from expressing vulnerability. But the truth is, we need each other. We need the support, encouragement, and understanding that comes from connecting with other men who are on a similar journey. We need brotherhood. Brotherhood is about creating a safe space where men can be themselves, without judgment or pretense. It's about sharing our stories, our struggles, and our triumphs. It's about supporting each other through life's ups and downs. When men connect with each other in this way, magic happens. We realize we're not alone in our struggles. We find strength in our shared experiences, and we create a network of support that helps us navigate the challenges of life. Section 8. Fatherhood, redefined, legacy of love. Fatherhood shapes our lives and our children's. It's evolving beyond financial support to emotional presence, teaching through actions, modeling healthy masculinity, creating a loving, supportive home, being present for big and small moments. The greatest legacy is love, acceptance, and support. Section 9. Redefining success, beyond the material. For too long, success has been defined by external markers, wealth, status, possessions. But true success runs much deeper. It's about living a life that is true to ourselves, aligned with our values, and filled with purpose and meaning. It's about finding joy in the everyday moments, cultivating meaningful relationships, and making a positive impact on the world around us. It's about recognizing that true wealth lies not in what we accumulate, but in who we become along the way. This new definition of success is about more than just achieving our goals. It's about the journey itself. It's about the lessons we learn, the obstacles we overcome, and the growth we experience along the way. The modern man understands that success is not a destination, but a direction. It's about striving to be the best version of ourselves day after day and living a life that reflects our values and aspirations. Section 10. Finding balance, the modern man's journey. The journey of the modern man is a journey of balance. It's about embracing our strength and our vulnerability, our physicality and our emotional intelligence, our ambition and our compassion. It's about recognizing that we are not defined by any one aspect of ourselves, but by the totality of our being. It's about finding the sweet spot where all of these qualities can coexist and thrive. This is not an easy journey, nor is it one with a single destination. It's a lifelong process of self-discovery, of challenging outdated norms, and of forging our own path. But it is a journey worth taking. For in embracing the fullness of who we are, we unlock our greatest potential. We become better partners, fathers, friends, and leaders. We become the men we were always meant to be.